is what Jacob did.
Okay. The best part of this whole game is the longer you hold down the space bar to charge your toast, the more burnt it gets. I laughed so hard when I realized that. I was like, oh my god, I got burnt. I want a mechanic where it can like hold it down even longer and it actually catches on fire, or like that's a power upgrade you can get later in the game. I couldn't get past the conveyor belt boss. It was so stressful, and I basically cheated on some of the other levels with all the mines because I realized, I'm like, oh, these things don't respawn. Fantastic. So I would die, and then I would just kind of like blitz through those areas with no mines. So I was hoping I could do the same thing in the conveyor belt, and it didn't work. So I couldn't get past it, so I didn't see the final jukebox boss at the end. But it was pretty solid. Like, it was really clear. It was easy to play. You know, a really, really good job with the music and sound effects, and those are things that often come in really last in our development pipelines and are easy to forget, but they added a really nice layer of polish to it. It was really fun.
Okay, so Toaster Noir, 100% accurate name, 100% Toaster, 100% Noir. Loved the music. I had this song stuck in my head for a long time after playing it, so really appreciated that. It was very hard, so even when I fully knew exactly what I was supposed to do, I had a lot of trouble doing it. There was no feedback on the toast arc, so it was just try over and over again. It was really hard to catch the exact angle that you would need, even though you know how much you miss by. So sometimes games like golf games are ones that use the golf meter. You can tell how much you miss because they have an element like that. You might want to add something like that for your arc. I think it was too hard also to finish the conveyor belt, and I watched you on the playthrough basically nail everything on the first try. Another example of you want people who haven't played it before to do it and to try to do it to their level of difficulty. If you make the game, you are inherently a master of it, even if you're not that skilled at games overall at timing. You made it, you know exactly what to do. It becomes second habit really, really quickly, and try to build it for people who aren't you. That's the advice. Otherwise, very charming.
Yeah, for this one, I really love this one. I love the monochrome aesthetic. I love the music. One of the things that I think is really important about this one specifically is this is an example of a game that where you don't have that many buttons as like inputs, but it's still like having just those little buttons. You kind of figure out what you need to do in order to play. To give an example, when I first played this, I was kind of confused, like, what do I need to do? Once I found out I could only move and shoot, I was like, well, maybe there's something I need to hit, and that's what drew my eye to the button. So, good job on that. There are many examples of games that definitely do that, and yeah, this fits right in with that category. I love the obstacles, and I also love that there was a little bit of a downbeat after the obstacle. You'll see some games like this, they tend to do that. They'll stress you out a little bit, but then they drop the cadence just a little bit, just to get you ready for the next challenge. And yeah, overall, really good job.